Greetings and welcome to Don Blundell Hall of Fame Collectibles and more. With our Hall of Fame biography, episode 336 and 337, George and Harry Wright, plus a holiday opening. Hopefully everybody's doing fine. Matty Ice, how you doing? Bernie H, how are you doing? Appreciate everybody coming in today, and thank you for adjusting to my schedule when you can make it in. Trying to finish up all the Hall of Famers by, I believe it's December the 4th. That way, in case I have some time away from YouTube, you'll have some understanding. Because as some know, Monday, when we get a call from the neurologist, we hope we get good news that my wife can have her heart procedure done on the 5th of December. So that might put me away from the channel for a little bit, but I will do what I can when I can. So without further ado, got to get this done before 11:30, which I don't see there being a problem. We don't have to do much of anything else. So let the drums roll. We got George Wright and Harry Wright are our Hall of Famers. We do have our Friday trivia. We'll do that real quick here. And thanks for everybody that's showing up in here. We got Matty Ice. We got Bernie. We'll be sending you a message on Messenger later. Okay. Thanks there, Bernie. Appreciate you, brother. I'll be looking for that. Okay. So for today, Friday, November 29th, the baseball birthdays for today are Mariano Rivera, Bill Freehan, Minnie Minosa, and Howard Johnson. And our baseball trivia for today is: name the first Latino player to win the batting title. Is it A, Tony Oliva, B, Minnie Minosa, C, Bobby Avila, D, Matty Alou, or E, Rico Carty? Again, this is just for fun, so all you have to do is try and make a guess. Okay, let me turn that off. Let me refresh the chat here. Don't forget my thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. Helps when you get the thumbs up in the videos. Smash that like button. I'm trying to get my analytics up. See if I can make my next, just one step at a time. I'm trying to get up to 1,400 subscribers. I'm at 1,340 something. 1.34 thousand. 1,340 something. Might be getting close to 1.4. Don't know for sure. All right. Matty Ice cards guessed B, Minnie Minosa. That is incorrect. All right. So our biographies are not that bad today. And then tomorrow we'll be doing one biography for Early Win, commonly known as Gus. There we go. Bernie H got it with C, Bobby Avila. Bobby Avila is the answer. And here's the information on the back here. It says C, Avila, a second baseman for Cleveland, hit a cool 341 in 1954, the season when the Tribe won 111 games. It was the third time that the Veracruz, Mexico native had hit over 300, and he landed third in the MVP voting that year, behind Yogi Berra and teammate Larry Doby. There you go. Just a little bit of a fun trivia here through the end of the year. Tomorrow we'll do our weekend for our baseball quote, including the Saturday and Sunday, the 1st of December. So we are 25 days away from Christmas, getting closer by the day. Okay. Do one more refresh as we get into our first biography for the day here. So again, we'll be doing George Wright, and then we'll be doing Harry Wright. And I forgot to bring my water up when I came upstairs, so just real quick, because I might need it for my froggy voice. So forgive me a quick timeout as I go get my water. Kind of a good thing I went downstairs to get my water because my wife was doing something she's not supposed to be doing. So I chewed her out for her. No, I'm just teasing. I told her, be careful. I hear her thunk. I might have to run downstairs and check on her. She's still, as much as she don't understand being Filipino and the English as her second language, she tends to not heed to the doctor's directions. I know some Americans that do that too, but that's okay. So at least I was able to tell her, be careful. She's up on a step stool, which she shouldn't be doing. Only because she's still weak from her brain surgery. She hasn't fully recovered yet, and she's going to have another procedure. So we're having fun in the Blumdahl residence. But we did have a good Thanksgiving yesterday. So without further ado, let's get into George Wright's biography. We have a double header today, but they are not long. So that's going to be, I was almost going to do Early Win, but Early Win's a little bit longer than I thought. So I'm going to do these two shorter ones today. We'll do our mega box opening. Then we'll finish up for today. Okay. So George Wright, which they actually got labeled as a sportsman. He's actually, we'll go over it in his biography. George Wright was born January 28th, 1847. And passed away on August 21st, 1937, at the age of 90. He was an American shortstop in professional baseball. He played for the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings, the first fully professional team. When he was the game's best player, he then played for the Boston Red Stockings, helping the team win 6 league championships from 1871 to 1878. His older brother, Harry, managed both the Red Stockings teams and made George his cornerstone. George was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1937 after arriving in Boston. He also entered the sporting goods business, and there he continued in the industry, assisting in development of golf. So he was not only in baseball, but he was involved in golf. As far as his personal life, he was born in Yonkers, New York, 12 years younger than Harry. George Wright was raised as a cricket club pro, assisting their father Samuel Wright, and Harry had done. Before George's birth, Samuel Wright's St. George Cricket's Club moved from Manhattan across the Hudson River to Elysian Fields, Hoboken, New Jersey. I know where Hoboken is. I grew up in New Jersey, where many New York and New Jersey baseball clubs played in the 1850s. Both boys learned baseball too, but George grew up with the national game, and he was barely in his teens when the American Civil War curtailed its boom. Harry was already 22 when the baseball fraternity convened for the first time, and 30 when the war ended. George's younger brother, Sam Wright, also played baseball professionally, with brief appearances in the major leagues. George was the father of tennis great Beals Wright, a U.S. championship winner and Olympic gold medalist, and Irving Wright, U.S. championship mixed doubles champion. As far as amateur baseball, at some times during the war, both Wright brothers played for the venerable Gothams, the second oldest baseball team after the Knickerbockers. According to Ivor Campbell in 1996, George moved from Gotham Juniors to the senior team when he was 15. At 17 in 1864, he was the regular catcher. Baseball's recovery from the American Civil War was far advanced in greater New York City, always untouched by military conflict, as the leading clubs played more than 20 National Association of Baseball Players matches. The Gothams, 11, George played 8 and led the team both in runs, scoring 2.4 times per game, and hands lost, put out only 2.4 times per game, average being 3 per player in a 9-inning game. In 7 matches, infielder Harry was 4th in scoring at 2.0 and 2nd behind George in hands lost at 2.6. Wright in 2000 with 91. For the 1865 season, George was hired by the Philadelphia Cricket Club that summer, and he played in 5 matches for the Olympic ball of that city. The Olympic Club was devoted to the games in the baseball genus. Established in 1833 at the December annual meeting, the first in peacetime, NAABP membership tripled, including isolated clubs from as far as Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. Wright returned to the Gothams for baseball, and he was 19 and nearing his athletic peak at the same time. Harry Wright moved to Cincinnati for a job at the Union Cricket Club. Early in the summer of 1866, Wright moved from catcher for Gotham, which played 8 NABBP matches that year, to shortstop for Union, which played 28, the leading number. The Union of Morrisania, now in the New York borough of Bronx, were another charter member of the First Association, but one that moved toward professionalism in the post-war era, as the Gothams did not. In 1867, he joined the Nationals of Washington, D.C., the oldest club in that city, whose approach to professionalism was arranging government jobs, mainly with the Treasury. He played second base, shortstop, and pitcher in 29 of 30 matches, fully on record, and in those matches led the team both in scoring and hands lost. Next year, he returned to the Unions for the association's last officially all-amateur season and moved permanently to the shortstop position in 1868. Wright won the Clipper Medal for being the best shortstop in baseball. Give me a second here. Let me check the chat here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yoda Vintage. How you doing there, David? Thanks for popping into the stream here. Appreciate you stopping by. We got Yoda. We got Maddie. We got Bernie. We got a couple, 2 or 3 people in here. Appreciate you just hopping in this day after Thanksgiving. Hopefully you've recovered from your feasts of yesterday. All right. Next up we've got is the Cincinnati Red Stockings. Let me get a sip of water real quick. Meanwhile, George's brother Harry had acquired baseball duties and had organized for Cincinnati the strongest team in the West, led in 1868 by a handful of players from the East, presumably compensated somehow by club members, if not by the club. When the NABBP permitted professionalism for 1869, Harry augmented himself and 4 incumbents with 5 new men, including his brother George, who was the highest paid at $1,400 for 9 months. George remained a cornerstone of Harry's teams for 10 seasons. Cincinnati toured the continent undefeated in 1869 as George batted .633 with 49 home runs in 57 games. It may have been the strongest team in 1870, but the club dropped professional baseball after the second season. As far as Major League Baseball, Harry Wright was hired to organize a new team in Boston, where he signed 3 teammates, including George, for 1871. The new Red Stockings team just missed winning the first National Association pennant. George suffered a broken leg and missed half the season. One more win would have been decisive in Boston's favor. With some personnel changes, the Boston Red Stockings won the other 4 National Association pennants, dominating so severely in 1875 that they helped provoke a new league. Wright holds the NA career record for the most triples with 41 and led the National Association in triples with 15 in 1874. On April the 22nd, 1876, Wright became the first batter in National League history and grounded out to the shortstop. Boston trailed badly in the first National League season after the defection of its Big 4 Western players to Chicago, but rebounded to win again both 1877 and 1878. George Wright had played an even decade for Harry's teams. Another in 1869 hire, Andy Leonard, was present for about the 1871 second place finish. The Providence Grays, new in the National League for 1878, hired George to as well as possible, wrestling the championship from older brother Harry. For Providence and Rhode Island, from older and regionally dominant Boston and Massachusetts. However, Wright and Ditson Sporting Goods was growing, so George returned to Boston for his business reasons. He remains the only man to win the pennant in his lone season as manager. Meanwhile, the National League introduced the reserve list system, and Providence listed George, so he was not free to sign with Boston until the 1879-1880 off-season. Every professional baseball player was a free agent for every season. During the next 2 seasons, he played only a few games. When Boston changed managers for 1882, Harry signed to lead Providence and inherited the right to sign his brother. George played another season full-time, retiring after the 1882 season with a .301 batting average in the majors leagues from 1871. After Ditson died in 1891, Spalding purchased Wright and Ditson Company in February of 1892. The name Wright and Ditson co-continued to be used several years after the purchase. Now on to some cricket. In 1882, Wright took up cricket seriously again in the Longwood Cricket Club of Boston, where he dominated local cricket sides with Isaac Chambers, the Longwood cricket pro and greenskeeper, holding up the other bowling end. In 1891, Wright captained the Longwood cricket club against Lord Hawks. That's a tongue twister sometimes. Visiting English side. Wright's side surprised the visiting English first-class players with accurate bowling, which kept the tourists in check. In 1892, Wright donated cricket gear to British Guiana cricket players, thereby starting a century-old tradition of West Indian cricket in New England. Next, on to golf. In 1886, Wright obtained what was said to be the first set of golf clubs and balls in the United States and had them on display in the Wright and Ditson sporting goods shop in Boston, where a visitor from Scotland saw them and explained the game. In December of 1890, Wright and 3 friends obtained a permit, chopped 9 holes in the frozen ground of Boston's Frank Park, playing 2 rounds. 6 years later, a public golf course was laid out in Franklin Park. The course, now known as William J. Devine Golf Course, is the second oldest public golf course in the United States. Wright and Ditson became a major seller of golf clubs. Early U.S. Open champion Francis Ouimet worked at the store while pursuing his amateur career. Wright later donated the 156 acres, the former Grew estate, for Boston's second municipal course, which became Donald Ross-designed George Wright Golf Course, located in the Hyde Park section of Boston. And then as far as his baseball legacy, as we close things out here, George Wright served on the 1906-1907 Mills Commission that, despite a complex lack of historical evidence, determined that Cooperstown, New York, was the birthplace of baseball. President Mills and Secretary Sullivan probably did the work, and with the others lending gravity and celebrity. The commission's determination has never been taken seriously by baseball historians and scholars. Hold on, I thought I was going to make it here. Give me a second. All right. Wright accompanied the United States contingent to the 1912 Summer Olympics in Stockholm. Sweden were demonstrations of baseball involving American track and field athletics, and a team of Swedish players were held. Wright umpired one of the games and provided instruction in the game for Swedish players. Jim Thorpe, winner of the pentathlon and decathlon at that year's Olympics and future Major League Baseball player, was one of the American players participating in the baseball exhibitions. Wright was consulted regarding the baseball centennial celebration of 1939, including the establishment of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown soon after his own election to the Hall of Fame in 1937. He died in Boston of a stroke at the age of 90, and he is buried in Hollywood Cemetery in Brookline, Massachusetts. There you go. George Wright, the first of the Wright brothers, was a shortstop, born January 28, 1847 in Yonkers, New York. He died August 21st, 1937, at the age of 90 in Boston, Massachusetts. He batted right through right his MLB debut May 5th, 1871 for the Boston Red Sox. Last MLB appearance, October 2nd, 1882 for the Providence Grays. His MLB statistics for his career, .301 average, 11 home runs, 326 runs batted in. His teams he played for as a player were the Cincinnati Red Stockings, 1869 to 70, Boston Red Stockings, 1871 to 75, Boston Red Caps, 1876 to 78, 1880 to 81, the Providence Grays, 1879 to 1882, and as a manager for the Providence Grays in 1879. His career highlights and awards: 4 times National Association pennant, 1872 to 1875, 3 times National League pennant, 1877 to 1879. He's in the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. He's a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 1937. The election method was the Centennial Commission. Some other miscellaneous stats, because he was considered a sportsman, not only with baseball. His cricket information is unknown. His bowling, round-em fast. International information, national side, United States. Career statistic, competition, first class. Matches, 2. Runs scored, 44. Batting average, 14.66. 100S and 50S, whatever that means in cricket. His top score, 31. Balls bowled, 68. Wickets, bowling average, no stats there. But that is his main information for his membership in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Inducted again, 1937. The election method is the Centennial Commission. On his Hall of Fame plaque here for George Wright, it says star of baseball's first professional team, the Cincinnati Red Stockings of 1869. Great shortstop and captain of champion Boston and National League's pioneer years. There we go. George Wright. Next, we're going to do Harry Wright. Okay. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Locke and Jason. Okay. So William Henry Harry was born January 10th, 1835, and passed away October 3rd, 1890, at the age of 60. Was an American professional baseball player, manager, and developer. He assembled, managed, and played center field for baseball's first fully professional team, the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings. He is credited with introducing innovations such as backing up infield plays from the outfield and shifting defensive alignments based on hitters' tendencies for his contributions as a manager and a developer of the game. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1953 by the Veterans Committee. Wright was the first to make baseball into a business by paying his players up to 7 times the pay of the average working man. He is the oldest former professional player in the Hall. A few other inductees were born before him, but none of them played professionally. His younger brother, George, is also in the Hall, and the Wrights are one of only 2 pairs of brothers in the Hall of Fame, alongside Paul and Lloyd Wainer. As far as his early life, born in Sheffield, England, he was the eldest of 5 children, professional cricketer Samuel Wright and his wife Annie Tone Wright. His family immigrated to the United States when he was nearly 3 years old, and his father found work as a bowler, coach, and groundskeeper at the St. George's Cricket Club in New York. Harry dropped out of school at the age of 14 to work for a jeweler manufacturer and work at Tiffany's for several years. Both Harry and George, 12 years younger, assisted their father effectively Apprenticing as cricket club pros, Harry played against the first English cricket team to tour overseas in 1859. Both brothers played baseball for some time, some of the leading clubs during the amateur era of the NABBP. Harry was already 22 when the baseball fraternity convened for the first time in 1857, at which time he joined the Knickerbocker Baseball Club. He did not play in a game with the Knickerbockers until July 8, 1858, playing the outfield against Excelsior of Brooklyn. The Knickerbockers lost the game 31-13. In 1863, the Knickerbocker Club all but withdrew from official competition, and Wright joined Gotham of New York, primarily playing shortstop. Here he joined his brother George, who had become a member of the team the previous year. During the winter of 1864 and 65, the Wrights played the curious game of ice baseball. Okay. Hopefully you're doing well, Jason. I got your email message, so appreciate that. I will be looking for that. Now on to Cincinnati. Wright left New York on March 8th, 1865, bound for Cincinnati, where he had been hired on salary at the Union Cricket Club. When baseball boomed less than a year later in 1866, the first full peacetime season, he became, in effect, club pro at the Cincinnati Baseball Club. Although he is commonly called simply a baseball manager, from that time, by now, Wright was 31, probably past his athletic prime. Cincinnati fielding a strong regional club in 1867, with Wright working as the regular pitcher, and still a superior player at that level. The team won 16 matches and lost only to the Nationals of Washington, D.C. on their historic tour. For 1868, he added 4 players from the East and 1 from the Crosstown Buckeye Club, a vanquished rival. The Easterners, at least, must have been compensated by club members, if not by the club. When the NABBP permitted professionalism for 1869, Harry augmented his 1868 imports, returning 4 of 5, with 5 new men, including 3 more originally from the East. No one but Harry, Wright himself, remained from 1867. 1 local man and 1 other Westminster joined several Easterners on the famous first 9. The most important of the new men was Brother George, probably the best player in the game for a few years. The highest paid men in Cincinnati at $1,400 for 9 months. George at shortstop remained a cornerstone of Harry's teams for 10 seasons. The Red Stockings toured the continent undefeated in 1869 and may have been the strongest team in 1870. But the club dropped professional baseball after the second season, its 4th in the game. As it turned out, the association also passed from the scene. As far as a manager, during his early era, the rules of the sport for many years prohibited substitution during games except by mutual agreement with opponents. And the role of a team manager was not specifically geared toward game strategy as in the modern era. Instead, managers of the period combined the role of a field manager with that of a modern general manager, in that they were primarily responsible for signing talented players and forming a versatile roster, as well as establishing a team approach through practice and game fundamentals. 7th inning stretch report. In 1869, Wright became the first to make a written mention of the 7th inning stretch in a game he watched. Next, we go to Boston after a sip of water. refresh my chat over here. And Boston, the National Association. Oh my word! I think I'm losing my voice. It's the weather. It's the cool air. I gotta start wearing a scarf around my neck or something. I guess the beard's not full enough to block the cold. All right. The National Association years from the invitation in 1870 by Ivers Whitney Adams, the founder and the president of the Boston Red Stockings. Wright moved from managing the Cincinnati Red Stockings to working professionally with the first ever ball team in Boston. The Boston Red Stockings, the team was to play in the newly formed National Association of Professional Baseball Players, now known more as simply the National Association. The Red Stockings finished third in the NA's inaugural season. Wright, now 36 years old, was the second oldest player in the league, behind Nate Birkenstock at age 38. As the team's regular center fielder, Wright played 30 of the team's 31 games at that position. He also pitched in 9 games in relief of Albert Spalding, notching 1 win. Right? Get the captioning turned off here. All right, we are up to 6 thumbs up, I see. Appreciate that, everybody. In 1872, the Red Stockings won the first championship, beating Maryland's Lord Baltimore club by 7.5 games. They won again the next season, finishing 4 games ahead of the Philadelphia White Stockings. In 1874, turned out to be Wright's last year as the team's regular center fielder. He had been the oldest player in the NA for 3 years running. It was also his 3rd straight championship as a manager. That year, he organized what turned out to be a fairly disastrous attempt to take baseball back home to the British Isles. In 1875, the final year of the NA, the Red Stockings were amazing, 71-8, finishing a full 15 games ahead of the Athletics. Wright, now the oldest player in the league, continued to play regularly in center field for Boston until 1874. After that, he played in just 3 more games, 1 in each of the next 3 seasons. The National League years. In 1876, the Boston Club joined the new National League. Sports writers tended to refer to them as Red Caps, now in deference to the resurrected Red Stockings named for the new Cincinnati club, although they once again stumbled in their first year in a new league. Finishing 4th in 1876, they went on to win 2 more pennants the following 2 seasons with Wright at the helm. The team finished 2nd in 1879, but then slipped badly, finishing 6th in the next 2 seasons, which would be Wright's last 2 seasons in Boston. After Boston, he went to Providence. After leaving the Red Caps, he quickly picked up with the Providence Grays, one of the stronger National League teams of the era. In 1882, the first season as the Grays manager, the team finished in 2nd place, just 3 games behind the powerful Chicago White Stockings, led by Cap Anson. The team dropped to 3rd the following year, and Wright moved on again. While in Providence, Wright instituted the concept of a farm team. Wright assembled a team of amateurs, which would play at Messer Street Ground. My word, I can't believe my voice. Sorry about that, people. While in Providence, Wright instituted the concept of a farm team. Wright assembled a team of amateurs which would play at Messer Street grounds while the Grays were on the road. And the intention of that was, if one of the senior members was injured, he could be easily replaced from among these players. Philadelphia in 1884, Wright was brought to manage the new Philadelphia team. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where were we here? Dun, 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 dun. Philadelphia. Where'd that go? Sorry, I was. I, in 1884, Wright was brought in to manage the new Philadelphia team. Philadelphia had joined the National League the previous year, finishing the dead last with an abysmal record of 17-81. Under Wright, they improved enough to finish sixth place in 1884, while winning 20 games and more than they had done the previous year. In 1885, the team finished above 500 for the first time, going 56-54, and finished in third place, a distant 30 games behind the White Stockings and 28 games behind second place New York Giants. Philadelphia continued to improve under Wright in 1886, finishing with a record of 71-43. Although their position in the league fell to fourth, in 1887 the team finished in second place, just 3.5 games behind the champion Detroit club. Unfortunately, that was to be the high watermark of Wright's tenure in Philadelphia, as the team hovered in the middle of the pack, finishing between third and fifth every year from 1888 to 1893, although he missed a large portion of the 1890 season due to problems with his eyesight. During Wright's tenure in Philadelphia, he often clashed with team owners Al Reach and Colonel John I. Rogers. After the 1893 season, his contract was not renewed. The National League, in recognition of Wright's standing, offered him a position of chief of umpires during his career. Wright had often served as umpire, even for games involving rival teams, due to his high ethical standards. Managerial overview: in 23 seasons of managing the National Association and the National League, Wright's team won 6 league championships: 1872-75, 1877, 1878. They finished second on 3 other occasions and never finished lower than 6th. Wright finished his managerial career with 1,225 wins and 885 losses, for a .581 winning percentage, and he was the first manager to reach 1,000 wins as manager, and Cap Anson was the only other manager who won 1,000 games in the 19th century. Wright briefly held the record for most managerial wins. Now he ranks 44th. Okay, as far as his death, Wright died of a lung ailment on October 3rd, 1895, in Atlantic City, New Jersey. He was 60 years old and was buried in West Laurel Hill Cemetery in Bala Cynwyd, Pennsylvania. Wright's influence on professional baseball was profound, and his death reverberated through the sport. The National League dedicated April 13, 1896 as Wright Day, and the receipts of 8 games played that day dedicated to the establishment of a memorial in Wright's memory. Albert Spalding, then age 46, agreed to appear in the game in Rockford, Illinois, and Henry Chadwick, age 80, scored the exhibition game in Cincinnati to honor Wright. The Philadelphia Inquirer wrote, Harry Wright came to Philadelphia in the zenith of his powers as a baseball manager, and what he did for the development of the local end of the national game of baseball is a matter of history. It was here that he passed the evening of his life, beloved by all whose good fortune it was known to know him. Here it was that he had his little home stake, And here, in the impressive silence of beautiful West Laurel Hill, his mortal remains lie buried. His work was to honor to Philadelphians who doubtless turn and give substantial evidence of their appreciation of that honor. Wright was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1953, and he was inducted into the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 2005. His brother George is also a member of both halls. A third brother, Sam, also played professionally. So there you have it. Harry Wright's biography. Now we'll go over his information for his induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was a center fielder and a manager, born January 10th, 1835, in Sheffield, England. Died October 3rd, 1895, at the age of 60 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Batted right through right. His MLB debut, May 5th, 1871, for the Boston Red Sox. His last MLB appearance was September 29th, 1877, for the Boston Red Caps. His Major League Baseball statistics for his career, his batting average was .272, 4 home runs, 111 runs batted in. His managerial record was 1,225 wins, 885 losses, and 35 ties. His winning percentage was 581. The teams he played for: the National Association of Baseball Players, the New York Knickerbockers, 1858 to 1862, Gotham of New York, 1863 to 65, the Cincinnati Red Stockings, 1866 to 1870. As a league player, Boston Red Stockings, 1871 to 75, Boston Red Caps, 1876 to 1877. And as a league manager, the Boston Red Stockings, 1871 to 75, Boston Red Caps, 1876 to 81, Providence Grays, 1882 to 83, and the Philadelphia Quakers, Phillies, 1884 to 1893. Boom Slangs in the house. Jay's Mix is here. Thanks for popping in, guys. Don't forget, thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. And then his career highlights and awards: 4 times National Association pennant, 1872 to 75, 2 times National League pennant, 1877 to 1878, member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 1953 via the vote of the Veterans Committee. So there you go, our second of our doubleheader today, Harry Wright. And I will read his postcard, and then we'll get into our mega box. Not a little bit longer than I thought, but that's why I only wanted to do 2 today. I almost was going to do 3. Glad I didn't because of my voice, too. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. I'll take some throat lozenges or something to help things out, maybe. So there we go. Let me get back to the stream here. All right, so Harry Wright, manager and center fielder of famous Cincinnati Red Stockings, undefeated in 69 games in 1869 and 1870, first manager to win 4 straight pennants with Boston National Association, 1872, 73, 74, and 75. Could have just said 1872 to 75. Brother of George Wright, also in Hall of Fame, sponsored first baseball tour to England in 1876 and introduced knicker uniforms. Hit 7 home runs in game at Newport, Kentucky in 1867. There we go. George and Harry Wright's biography. Now, without further ado, we'll get into our final stager. Today, Donald, I'm sleeving some 72 tops. Oh, wow. That's some old garbage there, Mickey. 1972 tops. All right, So let's get into our final item for today. Yeah, I had to go early today because my wife's got an important blood test she has to have done to prepare for next week's procedure and the guidelines on when she's going to stop her blood thinning medications. So then Monday we should have the final answer whether that procedure for her heart is a go or not. So that's what we're doing. What's that? What's this? Space Case Collectibles. Case Smith. What's that? 867-5309. What's that supposed to be from Space Case? Yep. Get this here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, get this ready. Let me get my handy dandy baseball scissors in the standby position. Let's see who our ornament is first. Should be right here. As I pull the mega sleeve out. Oh, we got an Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge ornament. Number 10. Let's put Aaron Judge in our box here with the rest of the ornaments here. Okay. What do we got? We got Corbin Carroll, Shohei Ohtani, Jackson Chourio. What is Judge? Oh, he's number 10. Jackson Chourio. And we've got the Aaron Judge, the Julio Rodriguez, and the Wyatt Langford. Okay. We're putting all those behind our Hall of Famers. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, we'll be doing early win. December 23rd is my last. Oh, that's good. I kind of did that. Mine was because I went on vacation at the end of my career. I can't remember if it was Christmas Eve or it was something like that. But that's a good date to retire there, Mickey. December 23rd is my last working day. Officially retired for the second time. There we go, Mickey. And you'll be on the boat with me. Oh, let me do that one more pack down here. Two more packs. Well, these are really stuck in there. Okay, there we go. Now I've got them. It's empty. Put that in there. We'll put this here. I'm going to set it right there. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, that's going to be our first 5. And we'll put these guys right here for our second round. I do 5 and 5. Okay, these ready. Make it easier when I probably like, why is it doing that? That way I can trim off the tops here without getting the cards. Who's Jenny? Okay. Must be talking about something else in the chat there. There's 2. Here's number 3. Here's number 4. Here's number 5. Okay. Get these out of the way. All right. Go backwards here. We got 1, 2, all right, 3, 4, and 5. There's 5 holiday packs here. I think it's a relic again. Looks like. Put that on the bottom, so we'll see that first. These packs down in the empty pack box. Okay. So we got a Seattle Mariner first here. Emerson Hancock rookie card for the Mariners. Luis Arias with the Padres. I don't know why I do this all the time. Let me see if I can get these cards closer so you can see them better. Juan Soto with the Yankees. Bryce Harper with the Phillies. Heston Kjerstad, rookie card for Baltimore. Slade Ciccone, rookie card for the Diamondbacks. Zach Neto with the Angels. Emmanuel Clase with the Guardians. Jackson Chourio, our first metallic card. There we go. All right. Jared Trujillo, rookie card for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Look at that. It's 188, the one I was looking for till just the other day when I got it. The last card for my first complete set. Blake Snell with the Giants. Wilson Contreras with the Cardinals. Jack Leiter with the Rangers. Trey Lipscomb with the Nationals rookie card. Chris Bryant with the Rockies. Ronel Blanco rookie card for the Astros. Shohei Ohtani with the Dodgers. Max Muncy with the Dodgers. Ronald Acuna Jr. with the Braves. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the Blue Jays. Henry Davis with the Pirates, rookie. Zach Wheeler with the Phillies. Everson Pereira with the Yankees, rookie. Oh, yeah. It took me, I think it was by the time I got to my 7th box. Before I got a whole set. Tried my imagination, but I was disturbed. There we go. Byron Buxton with the Twins. You got to really pay attention for the short prints. I've had some weird ones where I couldn't barely make it out, and I looked, and I think, oh, now I see it. But I'll shout out the code in the back. You probably already know, Jason. Oh, last year. Okay, gotcha. Devin Williams with the Brewers. Brenton Doyle with the Rockies. Cody Bellinger with the Cubs. Naoki Uwasawa with the Red Sox. Jackson Holiday rookie card in the Holiday. Everson Pereira with the Yankees, metallic. Okay. Yuri Perez with the Marlins. Jackson Merrill with the Padres rookie. Bo Bichette with the Blue Jays. Jacob DeGrom with the Rangers. Zach Gallen with the Diamondbacks. Nolan Shanuel, rookie card for the Angels. Jose Ramirez with the Guardians. I got it. I got your number off the wall. Got my number off the wall. Riley Green with the Tigers. Yordan Alvarez with the Astros. Kyle Harrison with the Giants. George Kirby with the Mariners. Keaton Wynn, a rookie card for the Giants. Graham Pauley, rookie card for the Padres. Evan Carter with the Rangers rookie. Andrew Benintendi with the White Sox. I'm probably missing a holiday in here. We'll find it when we do the relook here. Tyler O'Neill with the Red Sox. Okay, Adley Rutschman with the Orioles. I believe it might be the relic next. Yep, the relic is next. Right, the number off the wall. What number off the wall? You must be talking about something else. You're normal, Alex, for a Canadian. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, it's a Texas Ranger. Josh Jung is our relic. Josh Jung is our relic. We did get 2 yesterday. I think it was yesterday. We got 2 relics yesterday, but we got 1 today. Let's see if there's any short prints in here. Let me get my spectacles out here. This is my headband spectacles that I use to read the small print. That's for the old guy here. Okay, we got. Look through. Most of them are 41s. We got to find the 55. Oh, there's a short print. I told you I probably missed it. I'll probably see what it is when I look at it. I'll say I'm still in my food coma. One short print. Maybe it's a good one. Must have been. Who is it? Ronald Acuna Jr. with the Atlanta Braves is going to be our short print, and it is. What's the short print? Hold on a second, guys. Yellow. Okay. Well, not yet. It's not till 2 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, when afterwards? I'm doing my show right now. But that's okay. Yeah, you can call and check with mom, see what she wants to do. She's downstairs doing laundry. All right. All right. That's okay. That was my daughter. She didn't know I was live. She usually knows I'm 2 o'clock. I cannot figure this out unless it's that. Let me look at this here. Oh, oh my word. I don't think it's the mitt, but it's the got the reindeer antlers. The reindeer antlers. That was a difficult one to spot. You can probably see it right there. The antlers. There's one on this side, right on the other side of the hat there. But that I would not have noticed. That I would not have noticed. So nothing. Oh, we got 2 metallics and 1 short print. Whoa. That was pretty weird. Do you guys see that? Yeah, I know. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Sorry about that, Titus. But I have to do these at an odd time because of things, okay? There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Oh, I'm like, where's the top one now? And it's folded under. 5. Okay. This will get us finished for the box here. Went over a little bit over an hour, but that's fine. My daughter just wanted to know if I could take her to the exchange. She likes buying things there sometimes because it's tax free on the Navy exchange. Okay, so let's see if we can find anything good in the last half of the box here. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Okay. I'm gonna get ready to take my wife to her appointment just after lunch here. Okay, what do we got here? That was our relic, 1 relic in this one. So let's see what we get here. Will Smith with the Dodgers. Sal Frelick, rookie card for the Brewers. Shota Imanaga, rookie card for the Cubs. Gunnar Henderson, Gold Cup card for the Orioles. C.J. Abrams with the Nationals. Joe Ryan with the Twins. Kodai Senga, Gold Cup card for the Mets. Zach Gila with the Athletics, rookie. Quinn Priester with the Pirates. Jordan Westberg with the Orioles. A.J. Smith Scheuer, rookie card for the Braves. Corinne Perez with the Angels. Masataka Yoshida, Gold Cup card for the Red Sox. Ooh, we've got a blue border. Tarek Skubal with the Tigers. Matt Chapman with the Giants. Yandy Diaz with the Rays. Mason Wynn with the Cardinals rookie. Addison Barger with the Blue Jays rookie. Wade Meckler with the Giants, rookie. Hunter Goodman with the Rockies, rookie. Nice little run of rookies there. Kyle Tucker, the Astros. Scooball. MJ Melendez with the Royals. Blaze Alexander with the Diamondbacks, rookie. Austin Riley with the Braves. Looks like we have another metallic coming up here. Yep. Byron Buxton. Byron Buxton. Put it there. We'll go through those when we're done. Dylan Cease with the Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. with the Padres. Bryson Stott with the Phillies. Anthony Volpe with the Yankees. Andres Jimenez with the Guardians. Jose Altuve with the Astros. Salvador Perez with the Royals. Alex Bregman with the Astros. We got Noel V. Marte, rookie card for the Reds. Jason Dominguez. There we go. With the black Santa cap. Sure, right? Yep, 55. Then we've got a Pete Alonso with the Mets. Ryan Jeffers with the Twins. Garrett Cole with the Yankees. Jason Dominguez, base card, rookie. There we go. We got the Santa cap and the base. Jordan Beck, rookie card for the Rockies. Mike Trout for the Angels. Spencer Strider with the Braves. Tristan Casas with the Red Sox. Ronald Acuna Jr., metallic. Then we've got the Kyle Schwarber with the Phillies. Andrew McCutchen with the Pirates. Luis Matos, rookie card for the Giants. Victor Scott, the second rookie card for the Cardinals. And Shane McClanahan. So we got the Jason Dominguez. Black Santa hat. Different styles for the short prints this year. Some of them are definitely hard to spot. How did I miss that Corbin Carroll metallic? That was weird. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else in here. Okay, let me check. Paddock Scooby Hall. Okay, so is that how you're supposed to say it? Space Case Collectibles Tactic. Okay, let me check for see if I missed any other short prints. Got 2. Okay. I wonder if there is those Elf on the Shelves. Has anybody seen an Elf on the Shelf? Just kind of curious. Nope, that's the only 2. So, all right. So we've got those right there. We'll do a recap real quick here. We set this off to the side. Well, actually, no, we'll leave that there since there's not much else to show here. Right? These are all the base cards. They will be sorted by teams and sent out accordingly. All right. So we did get the one blue Tarek Skew Ball. Okay. And then we got some metallics. We had the Corbin count, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 metallics. You get 5 or 6 metallics. So you have the Corbin Carroll Gold Cup card, Ronald Acuna Jr., Byron Buxton, Everson Piero, and Jackson Churio. I don't think there's any short prints in these, is there? I'll have to double check all my other metallics. I haven't checked the total checklist for a whole product here. There we go. We got all that there. Sorry, I'm trying to spread them out here for display. Don't mind me for trying, right? And we got an Arizona Diamondback here. More metallics, the 2 short prints, and the Josh Jung relic card, and the Aaron Judge ornament. Okay, so let me go ahead and get ready to do my signature sign off here. Check with my wife, see what her and my daughter discussed. My daughter wanted to know if she could go to the exchange before or after. We can do it before if she wants to. Since I'm done now, all we gotta do is get ready to go. Gotta go to the bank though. So other than that, let me change the camera around here and we will get ready to sign off for today. That was fun. Nothing super earth-shattering yet. I'm sure there's a case hit in one of the remaining boxes. Maybe those Elf on the Shelf. Have a great weekend, Donald, and everybody. I will watch the replay tomorrow. Donald, I work until 2 p.m. my time. Another great stream, as always. Have a great day, everyone. Okay, so let me just switch the camera over here and get ready to sign off. And we will see you all tomorrow. This has been Don Blum, the Hall of Fame Collectibles and more, with our Hall of Fame biography, episode 336 and 337, George and Harry Wright, and a holiday mega opening. And tomorrow we will be doing at 10 a.m. one more stream. Early Win will be our Hall of Famer for tomorrow. Early Win. Actually, here, let me take this one out of here. Early Win will be our Hall of Fame player for tomorrow. Okay? So you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And I am behind on responding to comments to the videos. But I just encourage you, if you get a chance, go once the video is completed, go back in, post in a comment on the video saying that you watched it, especially if you do go in and watch the replays. Do me a favor and put a comment stating what you liked, disliked, or whatever you enjoyed about my content. It just helps with the analytics with YouTube when they start seeing comments to people watching my content. Just helps. Not required, but it does help. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be doing lives every day until next Wednesday. So you'll see them posted on my site. Just go to my main page. You'll see, just click on the live section, and you'll see where all my scheduled shows are to finish off my Hall of Fame by next Wednesday if everything works out. If not, we'll get through them sometime this month in December, starting Sunday. So until then, you all take care. It's been a blessing to be with you all this morning, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Oh, thanks there. That Santa beard is coming along nicely. Here, I'll take my hat off so you can see my hair's looking white when I'm not wearing my Santa hat. But I don't know if the Santa beard is going to get long enough. I'd probably have to start earlier in the fall. But I'm not big on growing a beard, but it's different. This is my very first time ever trying to grow a beard. But who knows? Maybe eventually I can get it down to, I don't know, maybe here or something. I haven't trimmed it. I haven't cut anything off. I'm just letting it go. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll see you again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be like 1 a.m. on the East Coast, or 1 p.m. in the East Coast. Sorry about that. So you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we will see you around the channels. Bye for now.